up, YouTube? Welcome to Throwback Thursday. We are still doing the Pokemon FireRed Nuzlocke, and we are at the ultimate gut check here at the Silphco building. We have yet to take on the rival, but I do believe we will be challenging him in this episode. So we're going to have to make sure our team is 100% ready to go for such a combative showdown, where I fully expect to lose at least 2 Pokemon here. Which is why we're gut-checking everybody by making them as strong as they could possibly be. And in these episodes, I've also been focusing on leveling up things and also answering questions. Hence why we have, like this, we spent the last couple episodes answering anonymous questions that I've been getting that I haven't really had time to answer online. Because of obvious reasons, because of various reasons. But most notably, the fact that I got things to do. I'm working on multiple projects and things. Now, the next few questions are interesting because a lot of them have to do with my story, which I'm very thankful for. I don't like to plug my own stuff, but the Crimson Fury stories are on fanfiction.net. You can go watch them. You can go read them anytime you feel like it. Trust me, you are not hurting me if you look at them. And they are long. I will say that they are very long stories. You're looking for it to be like a 10-chapter thing. No, I think the first one is like 90 chapters, the second one's like 70-something, the third one's also 90, and the fourth one, which I'm currently working on, is looking like it's gonna be about 80 chapters. So it's gonna be a long story. But anyway, whatever. This next question is from. Oh, sorry, I can't answer that one. I don't want to I will say this, I am not going to answer spoiler questions, like super spoiler questions for like stuff that's not there. Like, I'm not going to answer a question like this one. This one asked, who are one of the main character in the new one, Links Between Worlds. Who is the character Paige's parents? And I'm not answering that because it's going to be revealed in that story who her parents are. It's not a big twist. It's one of those, like, you sort of saw it coming, but like I said, I don't want to spoil it. I'm not going to say anything else beyond that, so I is not spoiling that. So instead, we should move to the next legitimate question that I can answer. Oh, by the way, I've been giving the medicines out to my Poke. Oh, another rare candy. Holy crap. Rhaegar cannot complain ever again. That's fine. We gotta bring Rhaegar in anyway. Okay. Do you have a new item? A Rostberry. Thank you, friend. The next question is another Crimson Fury based one. And it's a interesting question here. This question reads, wait, what? Oh, they got the names mixed up, okay. This question reads, why did Matthew and Ryan fight over Addison when, they said fight over Holly. Why didn't they? Okay, that makes a lot more sense. Okay, I was very confused. The question should be, why did Matthew and Ryan fight over Addison while they also had another female friend in Holly there? I don't think I really came across with this too well in Crimson Fury. It's, while Holly and Tommy Queensberry are friends with the others, the main three of Ryan, Matthew, and Addison were the ones who hung out together all the time as kids, being friends, hanging out, playing at the park, playing at the beach, learning about Pokemon. They all learned that stuff together. The three of them did it all together. And that's sort of why they weren't exactly too close with one another. Now, that all changes in Dawn of Arcana when, due to circumstances involving Midnight Shroud, Ryan ends up feeling isolated, and he ends up leaning more heavily on Holly, who genuinely is probably the person that understands Ryan the most over any of the others. Because Ryan is one of those, he wants to do good, but he doesn't know how to do good. Like, he wants to do good, he wants to be right by people, but he feels as if he's not good enough for those things. Like, he always doubts himself. It's the unfortunate part that ends up causing him to go through a lot of crap in the story. But the reason they don't fight over Holly is because they viewed Holly more as, like, a sister than as, like, someone they might have, like, romantic feelings for. Of course, like I said, that changes as the story progresses, but we'll worry more about that when that time comes. Zinc. Who needs special defense? Probably Rex, honestly. Rex is, stat-wise, probably the least powerful member of the team as of this moment. But that should be changing soon, because he is starting to catch up in levels, and no one's really going to catch 0 in strengths and stuff. Let's go heal before our fight with Loser, or whatever his name is, whatever I named him, Spud. And we'll also jump into the next Crimson Fury question. This one is... Did Michael Kingston go to all of the world's regions in exile? No. He goes to other regions eventually, like, as he's champion, but in general, the regions I chose for him to visit in his exile, and, like, the backstory, where yes, I am also writing planning stages of doing a big Michael Kingston story. One of the big things is Michael Kingston. The regions I chose were very particular regions. Oh, his name's Spud. Okay. The regions I chose were specific for reasons. So, for those of you who don't know, Michael Kingston was one of the first Crimson Fury branded, one of the first Crimson Fury branded trainers. He escaped, and the Syndicate flipped it around and said he was actually doing gang violence and stuff like that, and killed people, and because of this, he was banished from his region. Holy shit, that did a lot of damage. But anyway, he does a lot of bad crap. Well, that's a bad rep, gets banished, and the first region he visits is Kanto. The reason for that is that I needed somebody to be in Kanto so they could pick up Mew, and naturally that's where the character of Mark Lionel, who yes is based off of Mark Leota, came into the play. He and Mark go on their own little journey through Kanto, not always together, as Michael was still not feeling like he's super useful to anybody, so yeah. But anyway, he goes on this journey, he starts seeing new people, meeting places, stuff like that. And then he and Mark go to, wait, is it Alakazam? Yeah, we're definitely keeping you in there for Alakazam. Flamethrower, I guess. Special defense isn't that good. And then he goes to Johto with Mark, and they take part in the Radio Tower raid, which is one of the big events in Gold, Silver, and Crystal, and Heart Gold and Soul Silver. Then they go to the Hoenn region, which is where they meet the character Lizzie, who's based off of Jazz Umbra. Gyarados, no Hydro Pump at this point. Let's play it safe and just go with Mobile Butt. But anyway, he goes to the Hoenn region, goes through stuff there with Hunter, watches as she meets Jirachi, and a whole bunch of other crap that goes on. Blah 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 and all that crap. And then after that, he goes to Sinnoh, which is, oh god, that's gonna hurt. Not as much as I thought it would, though. But I am gonna play it super safe here. and go with the Hyper Potion, so I'm not losing anybody. But then he goes to Sinnoh, and where it's revealed in there he had a friendship and quasi-relationship with a much younger Cynthia. The little girl fell head over heels for the nice guy that she met, not knowing the danger he was in. And then stuff happens where he meets Dawn's father, and stuff goes down there. And then ultimately he goes to Unova, which is where he has a big showdown with the remnants of Team Plasma, where he's on the side of Hilbert, Sharon, and Bianca. And as a lot of people don't know, Michael Kingston actually is part Unovan, as his father came from that region. Biological father. And then after the big battle with Ghetsis, he goes to a much quieter region, which he chooses Galar. And also while he's doing this, he's pursuing like legends that could help him overcome the Crimson Fury. So the last legend he learns before going to Ore is about a mirror that shows you what you're supposed to be, or like what you're supposed to do with your life. And the only place I can think where that mirror would be is a fucking course you're burned, you piece of shit dragon. Wow, that still did a lot. Okay. I think the Boulder's dead here. I am gonna lose my tank. That is a goddamn problem. That is a super goddamn problem. This sucks. Well, the Boulder did live for this purpose, and to fight Charizard, and he did the best he could do. I can't complain. But he is now dead. R.I.P. to Boulder. You did good, champ. Now we have to let Zero handle the rest of this. Fortunately, Flamethrower won't do shit to him. Let's go bite. And try to finish this off. Michael Kingston, anyway, goes to the Crown Tundra, which is where this is supposed to be. He meets Sonia and Leon when they were much younger. They go on their own little... Oh my god, why is this doing so much damage? Jesus Christ. Oh my god, okay. Alright, we survived. We survived. Okay, we did okay, guys. We did okay. I was super nervous that whole time, but, okay. Holy shit. Thank God we're about to be given a Pokemon. Thank you. Of course I want to give Lapras a name. Plessy. There you go. Name him after everyone's favorite Mario 3D World character. I wanted him with the party right now, but unfortunately... Actually, fuck it, we're gonna go get him now. I don't care. I want a Water-type Pokemon, and I want him now. I'm not raising that goddamn Goldeen. It's just not happening. So, we're gonna go give the Boulder his 10-gun salute, and then we're gonna go take on Team Rocket's Super Boss. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, the Boulder doesn't have the item anymore. So let's say I gotta take the item away from him before we give him his 10-gun salute. Anyway, Michael Kingston goes to the Galar region, finds that the mirror didn't really work for him, then goes to Ore, where he learns about the Shadow Pokemon incident and all the crap that goes from there, and then leads to the end of his story. 10-gun salute! You were the bravest Graveler I ever had. You're a credit to Gravelers everywhere. Goodbye, to Boulder. You will always be my friend. You, on the other hand, will never be my friend. So, Plessy, join the party. You adorable little shit. And you know who else needs to join the party? I want Legs McGee. I do need to train him. What do I want Gil? I want Legs McGee. Let's bring Legs McGee in. I know that doesn't mean that means I don't have the best, most well-rounded roster anymore, but I don't care. Then again, I think Legs McGee is just going to be a placeholder until we get Rhaegar from the guy outside of Cerulean. But yeah, that pretty much answers that question. No, he did not go to Kalos. He did not go to Alola. And obviously, for reasons that are explained in Links Between Worlds, he never went to Paldea either. But he did go to the other regions that are explained, at least for the most part, I believe. Alright. Now, the question is... let's automatically put Surf on Plessy. That is his job. His job is to surf. Mist, Body Slam, Confuse Ray, Perish Song. Interesting moveset. Keep Body Slam for sure. Perish Song could come in handy, but I think I'm going to ultimately replace that with Ice Beam. But big thing is I need him to know Surf. This guy is probably going to be our tank for Blaine's gym, especially now that the Boulder is... The Boulder is dead. Oh well. It's bound to happen. It's a Nuzlocke. Pokemon are supposed to die in Nuzlockes. If they didn't, then what's the goddamn point? Giovanni's first Pokemon is a Nidorino, so I think I should keep Rex out there just for argument's sake. Hi, Rocket Loser. We lost the Boulder, so I don't believe it would be correct to answer any more questions in this episode. But I do have one that I would like to go over just ever so briefly. Do you plan on doing a Kingdom Hearts recap before you play Kingdom Hearts 3? Yes, I do. For those of you who don't know, one of my ideas for streaming was when I was gonna do streaming before I found out all the hoops you have to jump through just to get it to work nowadays. Damn, it was so much more simpler 8 years ago. But anyway, one of the plans that I had to do that was I wanted to have I wanted to do, first off, I was going to do the Pokemon FireRed Nuzlocke no matter what. That was the plan, because obviously the Nuzlocke the first LP I did was Pokemon FireRed, and we were going to do this. But I was going to stream it, so then you could all get my super live reactions of when people die, instead of this, which is still my live reactions, but like months later. But then after that, I was going to go on what we would call a Kingdom Hearts gauntlet, if you will, where I play through all of the Kingdom Hearts games. I was going to do, well, at least all the playable ones. So I was going to do do Chain of Memories, do the movie version of Days, since I'm not downloading Fraps ever again. Hell, I don't even know where to get the ROMs for those games anymore. All of the sites I remember having are either buggy to hell and back, or don't work anymore, which is a shame. But it was to be expected. The age of ROMs is over. Well, not over, but I think people are just like making their own ROMs now. And I'm not talented enough to do that. But no, I don't plan... the plan was to do all the Kingdom Hearts games in one shot. But since I can't do that, the plan is now I may end up having to push back Kingdom Hearts 3 as an LP, but that doesn't mean that I'm not going to be doing it, because the next project after this for Throwback Thursdays is either going to be Super Mario 64 or Kingdom Hearts 1. I'm leaning more towards Kingdom Hearts 1, if only because... it's a game that I love and I play it once a year. And because it will allow us to jump right from there to Chain of Memories after we do another project that we're working on. So, like, I'm looking at my list of games I have for potential Throwback Thursdays. It's gonna be pretty standard for the first few. Like, we've got, this. We have Mario 64, Kingdom Hearts 1, Pokemon Emerald, we're probably gonna do a Nuzlocke for, Kangaskhan, okay. Oh, God, I fucking hate this Pokemon now. After what it did to Raditz, I hate this fucking Pokemon. It's such a goddamn tank. But it's using a shit move like Rage. Same type attack bonus for the win. Slightly less power, but I should get a same type attack bonus that should do a little bit more. And no, it did not. Good job, Rex. Oh, you poisoned it. Good job, buddy. That's what I wanted you to do, fam. You're so good. But no, like I said, I was planning on doing it, but we are going to do all of the Kingdom Hearts games again. Maybe not Dream Drop Distance, but still I'm leaning towards the likelihood that we're probably going to do Dream Drop Distance. I would like to get Plessy some levels, but I also don't. So, yeah, we'll worry about that later. Yeah, we're gonna do our thing. Don't worry about that. We are gonna do a Kingdom Hearts sort of recap. So we're gonna play Kingdom Hearts 1, then do another game or two, then do Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories, then probably combine that with an LP of Days, not the LP, like the video version of Days, and then go to another game or two, then do Kingdom Hearts 2, then another game or two, then do Birth by Sleep, and the Coded movie, then, yeah, the abortion game. And then, of course, we'll do Dream Drop Distance eventually, should the need for it arise. But the LP of that is still relatively new. It was only completed like 2 years ago, so it's not that big of a deal. The other ones have been so much longer ago. Like, hell, Birth by Sleep. Birth by Sleep was the first one that we did here completely, but we recorded all of Kingdom Hearts 2 in my old house. And Kingdom Hearts 1 in the house I lived in before that, so learn from that what you will. Or take from that what you will. But yes, I do plan on inevitably... Wow. Frickin'. I hate this time of year. I really frickin' hate this time of year. Yes, either way, like I said, we are doing a Kingdom Hearts sort of look back for the rest of it. I don't know if we're 100%ing the games. Maybe we will, maybe we won't. I do want to do some of the secret bosses. Lingering Will included. I'm not trying the secret bosses again in Birth by Sleep. I physically just cannot do it. That thing broke my PS4, and I'm never forgiving it for doing that. I've heard it's easier to fight that boss with Ven or Aqua, but either way, I just don't care. Alright. Ooh, we got a lot of money this time for being Giovanni. Alright. But we did beat Selfco, and all it cost us was the Boulder. It's a shame that we lost him, because now I have literally nothing to answer for Charizard, but I did just get Lapras, though. I will say that. I did just get a Lapras, which is interesting. I am going to have to get some experience for it, though. But I do believe that wraps up this episode, so thank you guys for joining me. I'm your friendly neighborhood NMan64. Join me for the next Throwback Thursday episode, when we go pick up Rhaegar, and then we go exploring, because there are some little routes and Pokemon that we have yet to look at. And I would like to get to look at them if you don't mind, guys. Until we meet again, my lovelies, sayonara.